Oh, it spooked me. Is it really stuck on this screen? Bruh. What are you doing? There we go. What button do you press? Oh, nope, 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 nope. It's my back button. I want the orange. We need the orange. What am I doing? Altima. Come on, bro. Want the frickin' link area. Alright. Got a save state right on the load screen, so I get the same song every time. My mouse at, alright. Not in the way. Alright, gotta get comfy. In the right spots. And for that fast start. Oh, got it. Alright. You know what? Okay, I got this state staved. I am going to restart this because I'm getting a little bit hiccupy performance. That duck station running for like 20 hours probably. That can't be good. And hey, we can save state from right here. I don't know if it makes a difference, but... No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. Why do I need to overclock my computer to run a PlayStation 1 game? This is... Right into the wall. Oh, into the wall. I hate that turn. That's my worst turn. Alright, there's something going on with my performance. What is going on here? Frame rate is like not where it should be. How does duck station work? How do I change shit? Automatic. Does it tell me what it actually uses when it's automatic? I don't have Vulkan, but I don't know. I've never used different renderers. What changes? Oh, okay, it looks fine. Just see if the performance still hicks up. Doesn't seem any different, but I'm not getting any hiccups really. Alright. Oh, I missed that pad a little bit. Can't miss any pads. That first turn is always a little bit later than I always thought it was. A little bit after the checkered. There you go. Wall. Hello, Deathlord. Welcome to the hardest part. Speedrunning this game is getting a fast start. In case you're wondering, you have to hit throttle on a frame perfect spot. It's like one frame after he says 1 and the yellow light lights up at 30 frames per second. One frame. You have to press the button. Cap it at 10 FPS. Something tells me that wouldn't help. Ooh, not a good line. Oh, too narrow, too narrow. It worked though, it's alright. I lost a 10th doing that, but you know. Missed the pad, that's no good. We'll just keep going for practice. And hit a wall, yeah. I don't like hitting walls. So if you hit it one frame too early, your ship just doesn't start. If you hit it one frame too late, you get like a normal start like this. Like this is a normal start. And it's just like, it's so slow. But if you get frame perfect, it gives you a little boost. And that's what you need for world record.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nope, into the wall. I've done this chicane so many times that I know when I fucked it up. Oh shit. Bit of a stray input there. Didn't mean to nose up. Yeah, I missed that pad. That's no good. Gotta get every pad except for the first one. Second guessed myself on that one.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
That's really bad. Way too wide.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Once you get a start, it's off to the races. Just getting the start. That is the crux. Yep. And the first chicane is one of the hardest.
3, 2, 1.
At least it doesn't waste your time by being at the end of the lap. Alright, that was a little bit slow, but it's probably only a 10th. I missed that pad. That's some lost time. Oh, okay. I didn't even get to see what the time was going to be.
3, 2, 1, go!
That was really good 2 laps, though. That was really good.
3, 2, 1, go!
I didn't even actually check what the time was on the lap times.
3, 2, 1, go!
Just too concentrated.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, hit my nose into the ground. That's bad. Don't want to do that.
3,
108.1. That, I think, would be the fastest first lap I've ever done then. And yeah, 110, that's really slow, actually. Yeah, 108.1 would be really fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
108.1 is faster than world record by 2/10.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, that was really slow. I easily lost like 2/10 on that. That's not good.
3, 2, 1, go!
Really bad line.
3, 2, 1, go!
If I end up getting this world record, I'll actually start explaining how it works. But first we gotta get it.
3, 2, 1, go!
109.3, that's not slow.
3,
108.8
1,
is my my lap 2 record, I think.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's a wide swing. That's not good. Not the worst, though. I've already lost 2/10 probably. There's 2/10 again lost. That was really wide. Really slow. Well, if I make it to the end, we'll see what the time actually is. I don't think it's going to be a 107. Great tunnel. Alright, I'm too busy concentrating, I can't look at the lap time. 108.9, alright, that's really slow. Well, since this is no longer world record pace, I can actually explain some things. So in this game, if you're not familiar, any touch to the wall basically brings your ship to a complete stop. Pretty much. So you can't so much as brush the wall with a pixel. If your ship drifts kind of sideways, like if you turn too sharp, you'll bleed some speed. So you just hit the wall and just boom, crash. You'll bleed a lot of speed if you drift like that. It bleeds speed. So you don't want to be drifting. So your lines have to be as smooth as possible. Also, if you can see my inputs, by the time my ship starts turning is long after I've actually started the input, so the turning is very gradual. And to get a perfect line, your inputs have to be really precise in timing. Little blue things on the ground, obviously they speed you up and you want to hit every single one of them. And ideally you want to hit them in a straight line. Like you don't want to hit one and then drift out of it and bleed the speed that you just gained. If anything, you want to drift into them and go straight line out so you maintain all the speed that they give you. Doing a jump, you want to have your nose up so you don't collide with the ground. There's numerous places on this track where if your nose hits the ground, you'll bleed a lot of speed, or even you'll crash into the ground. And throughout the lap, I'm looking for reference points. So like this left turn, I just looked at that tree to the right. When I'm making a right turn here, I'm going for this pad here, and then I'm just kind of like going wide, and then halfway through this pad, and I'm trying to look for a straight line through this chicane. Going through this tunnel, when I'm going through full speed anyways, I look for a specific shadow on the ground, that shadow right there, and I start a left turn, right? And if I have the angle right, and I'm going the right speed, and I start the turn at the right time, it'll make the last turn work every time. But obviously it doesn't work every time, because you're not 100% consistent. Getting the boost start at the start, I'm actually looking at the ship. You see the ship that drops me off that's flying away, right? I look at the right light on it, on the back of it. The blinking light, the far right one, the rectangular one. And if you look at the word lap record, when the ship's right tail light disappears behind the lower right corner of the O in record, that's about where the frame is that I need to hit my throttle to get the boost start. So I'm always trying to line up the ship with the O to help me get a frame perfect start. That's just about everything. Oh, actually that was fine. I thought I hit the inside wall. I did not hit the inside wall.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Oop, okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Damn, I thought I was sipping some record fuel there.
3, 2, 1,
That's late.
go!
Yeah, it's late.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah. Such a bad line.
3, 2, 1, go!
The 108.2 was good, though. That was a good start.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Did I actually count what the odds are of getting the start right? I've guesstimated it's like 1 in 10.
3, 2,
Hey, Lava.
1, go!
Just missed the full explanation of what the hell's going on with this game. Oh no. Nose into the ground. That's no good.
3,
This is the new NASCAR game mode.
1, go!
There's weapons, but we're not using them right now.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, that was early. If you're confused what's going on, to get a boost start in this game, you have to have a frame perfect input. It's like 1 frame after the yellow light comes on. Thereabouts, somewhere around in there. I'm actually using a different reference point, but you get this start. It's frame perfect. Felt really slow for some reason, like I had an extra bounce on the ground. Oh, shit.
3,
A little too drifty.
2,
Oh, I'm really close to the wall. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, I actually didn't really use save states for playing any RPGs. I sometimes use them instead of using the actual save feature because it's just faster. But I never really abused them for anything. I generally got to a save point and then just save stated instead of using the save point. It's weird to consider Pokemon as an RPG. Conceptually, it's not an RPG, even though it's obviously an RPG. Come on. Give me the frame. Oh, yeah. Save states shine for shiny hunting. Actually, yeah, I think I did use save state once to get a drop in an RPG once. It was actually kind of tricky determining when the drop is determined, because if you save state too late, like there's not enough random actions between the save state and the drop for it to end up being a different drop. It ends up being as the same drop every time. So like I'd have to like save state like several turns before a battle is over. And sometimes those several turns can be the difference between, you know, actually winning the battle and getting wrecked. But I did abuse that one time. So, you got me there. There was a time I prepared a save state to get Ooh, that was a good boost. Every time I get that. Really smooth. Oh no, my eye is itchy. It was a slow second lap. I wonder where I lost that time. Still good enough for world record, but do better. There we go. Let's see what we got. Another 109. 326.0. That's world record. Pretty sure. Here's world record, right? Yeah. We got it by almost a second. Nice. I can move on. We're done with this Kyrex ship. That's actually a good margin. I'm happy with that. By almost a second. And is that right? 326.0. That is 1/10 slower than my potential, what do you call it? Potential best. What was I doing? What was I doing? Let's go ahead and play this through. Let's A it out. Well, now I start working on another track. And when the stream's over, I'll submit that run. Hopefully that song isn't the one song in the soundtrack that's blocked on Twitch, because that would be rip. But let's go ahead and prepare a save state. And we'll also set actual save. Really? Yes. Ah! What's my back button? Forget. Oh? That's my back button. And bindings, bro. Alright. So I think what we're gonna do... AG is the optimal ship on every other track. Yeah, we're gonna look at Karbonis. I've never worked on Karbonis before. So let's actually work on learning this track. Wipeout, hey! You missed it, I just got world record. Now I just gotta submit it. I beat it by almost a second. It was a 326.0. Actually, I need to save this. 3:26. Oh. I have a screenshot record. There we go. I am going to go to speedrun.com. Track times, Venom, NTSC, Karbonis. So world record is 2:09.9. Okay, so for the starts, I'll actually show you what I did. Let me, I'll save this state right here. Fine. Which state was I playing off of? One of these, it doesn't matter. But, no, there's 3 starts. If you're framed too early, if you're too early, you don't go anywhere, right? Stand still, pretty much. If you're a frame too late, doesn't matter how late you are. If it's 1 frame or 1,000,000 frames, you get a medium start, which is always just bleh, right? So the trick I figured out for getting the frame perfect start is if you look at the ship, right? The ship that drops me off, you know, the Lakitu, it's got a tail light, right? It's got 2 tail lights on either side, left and right. I look at the right side tail light, and when that right side tail light crosses behind the 0 in lap record, the lower right-hand corner of the letter 0 in the word record of lap record, somewhere in there is the frame that I pressed the throttle to get the fast start. Somewhere in there. Right there. And there it is. That's fast start. And I figure I have about 1 in 10 odds of actually nailing that. Alright, let's go back to our... How did I figure it? Well, because I know that the fast start starts somewhere around when he says 1. It's somewhere around where the yellow light lines up. And I just started looking for references, like what moves, you know, when you're starting. Like things move around, like the ship bobs up and down, you know. There's certain pixels that flicker due to the resolution and shit like that, and you can look for certain things, and I just figure, okay, the ship is a very obvious moving target that's consistent every single time. If I can find a reference point that lines up with that's somewhere exactly where I should do the frame perfect start, just use that. So that's what I did. I just found like some spot where it lined up with something. Like another spot where it lines up with is right there. You can see that the 3 lights of the ship's tail, the three middle lights, are right in the circle of the O. That's about where it is. And like I said, it's like a frame after the yellow light on the start lights in the middle of the track go on. So like lining it up perfectly with the start lights is really annoying because you don't know exactly when they're coming on. It's just rhythm. It's just the 3, 2, 1. You got to line that up perfectly. You got to subdivide, like, you know, music skills, right? But it's easier to just like, okay, the ship's about to pass behind the little tittle of the O. Okay, that's where it is. All right, so I saved that. Anything else I want to do, needed to do? Oh yeah, okay. 2:09.9. Karbonis 5. We will start editing. I edit it. 2:09.9. All right. Short track 2:09.9. Karbonis 5. Venom. Is there enough room for this? Yes, there is. There we go. How's that? World records acquired. 1. Alright, so we're going to start learning this track here. I've never learned this track. You would destroy me in a franchise world-wide tournament? Yeah, you would. I mean, I haven't even played XL at all, and I've hardly ever looked at the games after 3. I don't really care about the games after 3, to be honest. Like, I'm curious to try one at some point, but I don't really have that much interest in them. I mean, it's enough. It's going to be enough work going for all the world records in this game. Never to mind going for all of them in XL and then going in Wipeout 3. It's going to be a long journey, but it's going to be fun. Let's see how many we can get. The hard thing is I don't know if I can stand not getting a world record, right? It's like I know I have the skill to get world record, at least in Venom. Like Rapier, it might be a little bit different. Rapier might be harder, I'm not sure. But at least in Venom, like I know I can get world record on every single track. So I'm not going to be able to settle for like getting a second. Play through it all first? What do you mean play through it all first? You mean all of the franchise? Yeah, but I don't really care to, right? Because I don't get bored with doing the same thing over again if I'm going for a goal, right? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that feels really weird with the nosing up and down. Alright. Alright. Where's my save state? Hello? Oh, it advanced because I saved. There we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm actually going to save state the boost start here.
2, 1,
Because we're just practicing.
go!
We're going to get the boost start, and we're going to save state it.
2, 1, go!
First, you got to get it.
3, 2, 1.
That's late. That's really late. Yeah. Thankfully, it's the same for every ship.
2, 1, go!
There we go. Let's go back to the save state. I hate this save state window, by the way. But here it is. We've got the boost start. And now I can figure out how do we navigate the first turn. Actually, is it supposed to be drifting to the right?
3,
Did I fuck this up?
2, 1, go!
It's not. Okay. Yeah, I did fuck it up. I don't want to do that. How do I do this? I need to actually just restart normally.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nope, nope, nope. It's so annoying.
3, 2, 1, go! 3,
My fingers get finger tied going through that menu.
1,
This is it?
go!
No, it's not it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good, I didn't like this song anyways.
3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. Okay. Now I got the perfect nominal start. Alright. So where's my left turn start? Okay, it's before the end of the checkered, I think. No, it's right at the end of the checkered. No, it's before the end, just before the end of the checkered. So it's left immediately right. Yep, yeah, you can do that for sure. Okay, I need to get used to AG again. Less hold than I think it is. That is... This is why I did the Kyrex thing first, right? Because the rest of the game... The rest of Venom class is all going to be on this AG ship. Which has completely different handling. So I got the Kyrex one out of the way first. Now I don't have to touch Kyrex anymore. Now we can get used to this ship, how it handles, and we can just live with it. How the fuck do we do a head-to-head stream? What do you mean? Is head-to-head a feature in a later Wipeout game, or are you just speaking generally? Okay, if I... The play might be to go wide. Yeah, I think the play is to go wide. I think that's easier to make a consistent start. Yeah, that feels way better. Alright, we'll do that. We can go narrow here. I think we can just stay narrow, right? Stay narrow. I think wide for that entry. Okay, the boost is on the right side there. Okay, so the trick is here. I gotta be hanging out, like right on the, like hugging the left wall here, to give myself the best exit from this turn, right? So I need like it's what you call a late apex, really, which means I need to be really hugging the left wall, and it's really hard to hug the left wall if I'm starting from the left wall, right? So if I start here, it's really hard because then the left turn kind of takes me around into the wall, right? So if I go wide, I can kind of get a smooth approach into it, into the left hug, and that sets me up. That like late apex, and then a straight exit. And this is all just smooth here. That might be where I use the turbo boost, honestly, because that feels really slow. The ship turns way sharper than I think it does in that turn. So do I do a full input on that turn is the question. If I do a full input on that turn... Oh, there's not really any visual references. Okay, do the lap, whatever. Okay, let me not crash the first turn. Killing you, Smalls. Do the fucking lap, bro! Yeah, I don't think I can do a full input on that. Okay, we missed the boost. This is where I think the turbo is supposed to be. I'm not convinced that's the best spot, but it's likely. Question is, do I do nose control for these chicanes? Because that's a lot of inputs to add. I think we got the first couple turns down, basically. Nose down there. This isn't easy, right? Whoa, got a bit of hiccup there. There's only the left boost there. Oh, I didn't get the collision sound on that collision. That's wild. That rarely happens. Ooh, okay. Got a little bounce there. So that's good to know. This thing can bounce you away. Yeah, this is a fast lap, like 45 something. I'm the white member of the Bone Thugs and Harmony. Got broken headphones, bro. That's why I've got the Teletubby going on up here, the red thing. The headphones are broken. Like, this actually, like, keeps them from flexing, because this top band is actually just broken and the wire goes through that. So yeah, it's not a hot dog. It's just basically I have clarinet reed cases. Like the clarinet reeds come in these little plastic cases, and so you end up with like hundreds of these things. It's extremely wasteful, but I keep them because I hate how wasteful it is. And every once in a while I find uses for them, and this is one. I got like 3 of them in there, like taped on there to like keep this thing steady and sturdy after it broke, and it's been working. It's been holding together for over, I don't know, it's been like 3 years now probably. This thing is still cooking. And then of course I've got the beanie to protect the headphones from like skin oil, like all over your ears and shit. Because I get really oily skin and it just really messes up headphones and shit, so I just wear the beanie and it just puts a layer in between. And it's also just more comfortable because it's nice and soft, so it's like I'm pretty much always wearing the beanie. Alright, so 45.4. Well, this is really awkward to add time up. Time calculator on the interwebs. Time duration calculator. No, not a duration calculator. Time adder. So what does this work out to? Let's see, a 45.4. Oh, but it needs to be minutes. Time calculators on the internet are... Really? You got that already? 116.2. No. That's wrong. Are you giving me wrong answer? $216. Okay, I'm just gonna trust you on that. 216.2. We're gonna put in an initial time here. Oops, no. Best run. Okay, what's the best my best pace time? So it would be the 45.4 and then 2:48.7s. Wait, what am I doing? Oh no, you can't do that. See, the first lap and the second and third laps are different, right? Ah, well, I'll just keep playing. I'll just put this in. Whatever. You know, all my laps are dirty. I want to do things right, you know? Let's see, a 2:16.2. What are we aiming for? Like a 2:09? Yeah. So actually what I want to do You know, why do I give a shit about the frickin' the in-game leaderboard, right? Why do I give a shit? I don't give a shit. We're just gonna save state. We're just gonna keep going. Until we actually, you know, get this going. Actually, what I wanted to do is I wanted to check what the... take a look at the world record. And let's see what his fastest lap is. That's just what I want to check. What is the lap time that I'm aiming for? 42.7. And a 43 mid. So 42 mids, 43 mids. So just aiming around 43. What we're aiming for. This is where I'm tempted to use the boost because it feels so slow. So I feel like going the uphill, you get some deceleration, right? So if I can speed boost, if I can turbo through that deceleration, basically nullify it, it might be a bigger time save than hitting it on the back stretch. I tried to say stretch and straight in the same word, and it really didn't work. I need... Alright, we're gonna cheat. Oh, I hate the save state window, bro. This is the thing I hate about Duck Station, is this save state window is just here. It takes 10 seconds to go away once you bring it up. So on the next save state, we're gonna save state right there, alright? We're gonna practice this corner. We're gonna figure out how this corner works. Okay, so if I do a hard right, now, honestly, I don't like that setup. Get the speed back. There we go. Yeah, okay, so if I take a wide approach, it kicks me up in the air. You see that little hop? That's really nasty. I don't like that. If I do an easy approach, it goes away. I still get the hop. And I run it tight. Nose down, maybe? Does that help? I might just have to live with that possibility of that hop happening. Okay, I don't want to go wide. Okay, right now I'm looking for what's my reference point for starting the right turn. What am I looking at? Okay, right after the arrows end on the right, maybe? No. Okay, halfway between the arrows and the end of the mountain. Which is, okay, it's about where the grass ends on the top right of my screen. Actually, hang on. That works. Alright, so left side of my screen, lower left side of my screen, the arrows disappear. That's when I start the turn. Basically. Yeah. That's it. It needs to be a little bit later than that, or a more gradual turn. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit later. Okay, so actually, there's two things here. You can't see the my mouse on my screen, I don't think. But the arrow ends on the left, and then there's like this glitchy... I wonder if I can actually have it show my, capture my cursor. I want to know how to do this. How do I do this? Okay, I think you can see my cursor. So the arrows end here on this line. But then there's this glitchy texture, this geometry doesn't match with the edge of the track, and it continues a little further. So I think if I start my turn right around here, maybe between these two lines, just about, so it's like after this little bit of glitchy geometry, kind of what I'm aiming for. So as soon as that leaves my screen, when I start the turn, basically. It's a little bit after that. So I'm even aiming, that ends, the glitchy texture ends, and I'm aiming for like the next line afterwards. Practice that a few times. It's wide. The approach matters as well. So if I start wide, like I keep going left, right, it changes it, but if I'm edging a little bit to the right as I go down, it changes the lineup a bit. So that's what I need to get used to. This is a tricky turn, so I'm just going to practice this a little bit. Just feel it out, like every variable. Because when I'm doing runs on this, you know, I never quite know how I'm going to come out of this turn into this straight across that pad. It's going to be different every time. So I just really need to get a feel for how this turn feels. Like, which way am I pointing affects when I'm going to start the turn and how hard I hold the input versus tapping. I guess that's feeling pretty smooth. That's early, but yeah. Yeah, that's it. I need to remember there's a boost ped on the right side. Okay, so I'm just getting used to this next turn. Left, and then I had straight over this hump, right? Straight over the hump into the next boost pad. And ideally, I'm not drifting to the right after I pick up this double pad. I'm going straight through the center. I was still a little bit too far to the right. And then this is all just easy. Straight line here. I already found a reference point for that left turn. It's the end of the jump. The jump that receives you, the other side of the jump. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah, we got it. And that's perfect entry to the next turn. That was perfect. What you want. Nice smooth line, no drifting after the double pad. Okay, as soon as I land from that jump, you start the left turn. So I think I got this whole track except for that chicane. The ending chicane, whatever you call it. The giant whoop-de-doos. Alright, let's go back to our boost start save state. Oops. A little bit right start, line it up. Okay, I don't need to nose up for sure. That's a bad habit. Nosing up actually does slow you down a little bit most of the time. Unless you're using it to align with the track. If the track is going up and you nose up to meet it, it can help, like here. Badge. That's super badge. I actually didn't concentrate at all on that turn. I need to remember, that's a left pad. Left pad, alright, and then we gotta boost that straight, so. No, nose up. Let's kill this habit before it grows. Don't nose up at the start. Don't think we need to do any nosing until we get to this turn here. I nose down to meet the track. And nose up to meet this. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Smooth. Pick up the boost. Okay, actually with the turbo boost, my turning point is a little bit earlier. So, just it worked. Do I want to get that pad? That last pad on the right is in such an awkward spot. Is it faster to get that pad or not? That is the question. Oh, I forgot about the turn. I still managed to nail it. I forgot to check the reference point for the turn, but I somehow didn't fuck it up. That's crazy. These are so awkward. Yeah, I think we don't. Oh, I had to air brake there. That's not good. I missed the pad altogether. The ship turns too sharply. Still getting used to AG after all that Kyrex time. That's good. Woo! Got that one close. Uh-oh. Oh no, we ruined a time. I had a race time there, I think. Oh, 2 wall hits. What do we got here? So our first real time. A 2:16.9. 2:16.9. Wait, what? Ah, here we go. Make this bigger, please. Make this bigger, please. No? Okay. Guess not. Wait, really? That's slower than my my previous time. I had a 2:16.2 before. Wow. Okay. Keep going then. I need to find a time calculator, because I'm really bad at adding up base 60. Maybe I just add up the seconds and then subtract the 60s later. Easy maths. I don't know if I want to boost there or not. I think what happens is we get consistent runs on this track. Don't nose up. Don't nose up. That's an unnecessary nose up. Bad reflex. Gotta kill it. Okay, wide approach. That's... ouch. Okay. Yeah, I started that turn a little bit early. Got a hair tied around my finger for a second there. I think I'm just going to commit to the backstretch turbo. For now. I missed that pad, didn't I? I'm going to commit to this turbo for now. And just see what kind of times we get. Alright, hang on. Can't see where I'm going. We're going to save state for the end chicanes, and we're going to practice those. Might as well get it out of the way. Because that's the only thing I have left in this track, really, to iron out. Just make sure I have the right idea. We're going through those chicanes. Oh, it's later than I intended it to be, but whatever. Alright, I'll tell you what. We're just going to do inside line here. Smooth inside line. See what our lap time is. 46.7. Let's do it again. Do it again. 46.7. We got 46.2. It's really tricky. It really bounces you towards the inside wall. It's got this really glitchy little hop. 46.2. What we got? 46.6. It's really smooth. What we got? 46.4. So I was gonna call it like a 46.5 on average. 46.2 best. Now let's try it with the pads. This is gonna be tricky. $46.4. That's the same. Need to do it without wrecking. Easier said than done. Consistent run, please. It's really hard to get that pad and get the right line. Because you need to be outside. Okay, so what's going on here is I need to be towards this wall, right? So that I can go in for an apex. Crossing, like I'm already turning in towards the apex by the time I'm crossing the boost pad. Which means I need to be on the right wall to prepare that turn. But being on the right wall means being close to this jutting corner, which is really hard to avoid. It's a really narrow spot there. Alright, what do we got? I don't think I got all the pads, but 46.2. Yeah, I didn't get that pad. Ah, we're wrecked. This is so hard. There we go. Smooth. Alright, that's perfect run. That's perfect run. Does it save time? 46.3. It doesn't save time. Okay, we're gonna do it without the pads again. Going for the racing line, basically, without actually hitting the wall. Would be nice. I didn't mean to collect that pad, but, you know, whatever, we got it. 46.5. I hate this. There's a rhythm to it, though. 46-1. Alright. So, it's easier to go for the racing line, basically, and avoid the pads. And it's not necessarily faster to go for the pads. So, don't go for the pads. Nosing up again. Don't nose up. Nosed up again. I'm just so afraid of this corner. I'm not used to how sharp AG systems can turn. I keep thinking I need to nose up to help the turn. But I do not need to nose up. Alright. 43.7. Is that a fast time? I don't remember. I see a meowing well comment, but I can't read it yet. Concentration too intense. Oh, I missed the pad. No! I don't know if it's worth it to get that first booster or not. I thought I hit the wall. Very nearly didn't. Oh, I did there. Okay, let's boost out of it. No, that didn't save it. Alright, what do we got? A 43.7. Let's see, 43.7 plus 44.9. 44.9 plus 44.9. Alright. We subtract 60 from that, so it's a 13.5. 13.5. The best pace so far is a 2:13.5. I mean, it is a bit of a puzzle. Sort of. Figuring out what's optimal. And then practicing it. So that you can do it every time. And it's not necessarily figuring out what's optimal, but learning reference points that aid you in doing the inputs at the right time. Oh, I forgot the turbo boost. It's okay, we can boost on this straight, I know from experience. Oh, jeez. 43.5. I wrecked the wall, so let's check. Oh, I forgot to keep track of what my best time was. Rip. Alright. Outside. Left, yep. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I nosed up again. I need to remember not to nose up the start. There's no reason to. That was a really wide entry, but, you know, actually, yeah, it kind of worked. Ooh, I hit the ground there. Starting to get the rhythm for these switchbacks. Oh shit. Balancing resists while still having damage. In what game? Oh, Grim Dawn. I've never heard of Grim Dawn. I know the feeling though, having played a tank in WoW Classic. And it's generally not optimal to wear resist gear. But sometimes you want to. And the question is how much? And you're like looking at the logs from like previous raids, like, okay, how much damage did I take? How much damage can I afford to take? How much heals are the heals putting out? You know, if I put on more resist, will it make me more likely to you know, not get clapped? If I take resist off, will I still be able to survive and output more threats? My raid can deal more DPS. Like, it's a lot of balancing you can do. Even though rarely, as a tank, I would have to wear resist gear. You know, and DPS as well, so. Sometimes you just need some fire resist when you're a kitty cat, you know? Dude, I loved playing Druid so much. It was never boring. Because you could just... Bro, this turn. Okay, right start. Right start, light right start. Easy left at the end of the first checkered, I think is what I'm gonna set this up. Now, later right. Okay, second start point. The same left and input. No. It's less input. It's a medium input. There we go. No, that's still not right. I think just the tippy tappy. I think we just want the tippy tappy. I think that's the way to do it. Gotta tippy tappy it. Chicane. I might have to go for like another practice session on that chicane. That's a really wide. Probably loses a 10th by having such a wide entry. Could be more than a 10th. Well, hitting the wall definitely loses more than a 10th. Tell you that. I should get a macro to hold my throttle down because you never release the throttle in this game. It do be tiresome to hold your throttle for several hours in a row. That's how you get tendinitis. Need to remember to actually relax that hand. Just let the weight of my fingers do the input. Meow. You played WoW, have you, Wipeout? Classic? Vanilla? Or retail recent? Yeah, speaking of it, we actually need to do some stretches. I played Classic all the way through Nax. And I can't remember if I finished Nax or not. Because my guild that I was with kind of broke up and split apart and merged with another guild towards the beginning of Nax. which is, if you're not familiar, is the very last raid in Classic before they moved on to Burning Crusade. So the end game, if you will. And I can't quite remember if I actually finished an axe with the like weirdo merged guild that I ended up with or not. Ooh. I really need to embrace how tightly AG can turn. The turning radius on this ship is such that I feel like I can fuck up and still recover. Whereas turning straight into a wall, yeah. See, I didn't even hit the left wall there. I didn't hit the left wall at all, and then I overcorrected into it later. I just did the same thing again. Yeah, I can skate way into that wall and not hit it because the turning radius is so tight. Still getting used to this ship. Different handling characteristics. Oh no, we hit the wall. Oh, jeez. Wondering if analog is slowing me down because my lines look cleaner than yours, but somehow I'm still slower. Yeah, because I was going to say, I really wish I had analog for a lot of this. Like this, doing this first turn here, bro. Like getting this like exactly lined up with tippy taps is really hard. And then this whole entire series here is all smooth as she goes. And I feel like I'm losing some momentum with suboptimal tippy taps. And of course the problem chicane is really hard because I can't gradually turn into it. I'm wondering if, what's the opposite of analog? It can't be digital. Digital isn't the right word in this scenario. Right? Just non-analog. Yeah, it's not, digital isn't the right word. It can't be. Not in this situation anyways. Okay. D-pad. Guess you could call it that. Although, full transparency, I'm not using D-pad, I'm using a keyboard. I'm using the same bindings, basically, you use on PC Wipeout. Pretty much identical bindings. Yeah, I don't know. I take issue with calling it digital. Just because analog input is also digital. Like, I get that it's like a physical... There's a physical object that's dictating the input degree. But it's like immediately being transmitted to a digital signal, so it feels really weird to not call that digital. I don't know, it just breaks my brain a little bit. Oh, I think I got that pad. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Wipeout. How much nosing up and down are you doing? Because there's a few places that I reckon that nose control can save you more than a few tenths. Like, I nose down hard on this corner here. Well, I don't nose into the wall, but I nose up here to line my ship up with that corner. And I'm straight nose all the way through here. I actually nose up to assist this turn. I think it's suboptimal, but I've been doing it. And then I nose up for this jump, because I noticed if you do not nose up for this jump, you will collide with the ground. And there seems to be a continuous sort of like degree, like there's a few steps. Depending on how hard you nose into the ground, it'll slow you down different amounts. Like sometimes you can get a collision sound and hardly be slowed down at all. Sometimes you can not get a collision sound and still be slowed down. Sometimes you can get a collision and it'll just bring you to a freaking halt. So there's definitely some nuance to landing that jump. Cutting that corner though, that sharp left-hander before the hard chicane, that saves you time. That little complex that I just went through right now, that can save you a lot of time. 'Cause I still haven't got that clean yet. And just running tight in this in these switchbacks. I don't know if they're switchbacks. Are they switchbacks? Are they technically switchbacks? I don't know what switchbacks are. I think they're switchbacks. Oh no, I just hit the wall. The thing about this game though is like you hit the wall before you hit it. It's like a half a second to a full second before you hit the wall. You're doomed. Like, oh no, I'm about to hit the wall. There's nothing I can do about it. It's the worst feeling. To really cut this corner like that. Yes, sir. All right. That's really good. Really good straight line through here. Yes, good line. That's really wide. Really wide. You don't want that wide. You want a straight line through that little pseudo chicane. Oh, that's okay. I thought I hit the wall, but I did not. What's up? Ooh, that's really wide. Not good. Suboptimal. Yeah, I would expect analog would be a lot faster on AG. Just because the turning radius of the ship is so sharp that I have a really hard time being smooth. Speaking of smooth, that was not bad. That was also not bad. You can get the first pad into the switchbacks, for sure. Alright. Nose into wall. Not Gucci. I think I'm still full speed for this flying lap. I think. I'm not sure if I made full speed before the end of the lap or not. Yeah, I fucked up the entry there. Ooh, that was good. That was perfect. That's exactly how you want that to go. I need to copy-paste that at the start of every single run. Not that, though. Oof. You can be really brave on that corner. I'm still learning to judge it. That's really smooth. I think late apex, I think, sets you up the best approach. I think no-nos is optimal through the switchbacks. I think it is. How you guys liking the input overlay? A good run going here. Really add into the switchbacks. Hugsies, hugsies. Not the worst in the world. Good line, good line. I liked that. Was not the worst either. Oh, I missed the boost. Alright, whatever. We'll still get a time, as long as I don't crash the wall here. Alright, what's our time? The 2:13.9. Let's update. Test run is a 2:13.9. World record is a 2:09, right? Yeah. Wow. Wow, I've still got a lot of time to find. That's a lot of time. What's my pace looking at? 43.5 and a 44.6. 43.5. 132.7 minus 60 brings us a 72, which is a 12.7. Yeah, that's slow. Let me take a look and see. Where does that put us? Yeah, it doesn't even put us on the board. That's fourth world. That's really slow. Update it. Everything is up to date now. Wow. Why am I so slow? Okay, your lap record is a 44.6. Yeah. Yeah, you should be getting a second faster than that on your first lap easily. I mean, if I am. If I am, surely you would. But yeah, we're aiming 43.5. Yeah, so 43.5 was my first lap. That should be the time for my second and third laps, not my first lap. So I need to find 1 second on my second and third lap. And I need to find more than a half a second on my first lap. It's so much. But it's a pretty consistent amount, so it makes me think. Go ahead and save this. It's making me think that it might be where I use the turbo. There's 3 places, obvious, to use the turbo. I can use it on the backstretch, I can use it on the tunnel, and I can use it before the switchbacks. So what I'm going to actually do is we are going to check. What is our binding, bro? Oh, that's not it. Okay, that's the binding for that. And here's the binding. Here's the binding so you can see my screen. But you can't see me. Oh, there I am. I'm over there now. Yeah, let's see. So he is using AG. Speed this up. How high his resolution's gonna get. See what he does. Where is he boost? Out here. Hello? Hello? What? Hasn't used it yet. There's no way that's the optimal place. I haven't gotten that complex right yet. Over the first two. First two pads and skipping the last one. Gonna boost here now. No! That can't be optimal. Alright, we'll try it. We'll try it. I don't think that's optimal. But we'll see if it improves our time. Get this boost start again. Oh. Come on. Got it. Alright. Now it's saved. Now I can use it. Okay, yeah. He had a different line through the chicane. I'm not gonna take his line. I'm gonna keep doing my line, and we're gonna see if the different boost spot changes. Pick up, all right. Missing that pad every time though. Really sucks. Alright. That was a mega bad lap. It's so slow. 31. I feel like that's... Is that 4/10 off his time? Into the wall. Rip. I didn't lose too much speed because I into the walled right on the boost. Oh, and yeah, that ruins it. It was passable before that. Just want to get one good run with this different boost location, and then we're gonna end the stream. One more run, you know. That feels so good. I can't imagine that's slower than what he does. Into the wall. All right. Try and get another lap. We'll see what our third lap time is. Oh my gosh. I missed that pad. So not good. There is a non-zero chance that the very first pad actually is not a time save. I think I missed that one as well. Do 16.7. $33.7. Yeah. None of that is faster than what I'm already doing. Oh no! Okay, that was a perfect lap. I was about to see if it worked. This first turn. The first turn is always the hardest, I swear, on every track. so slow. 43.5. I need a second on that. Where is the second? Yeah, okay. The only thing I can think to do is to copy what he's doing. I think he does get the first pad. I could be wrong. Well, he may have not been doing the optimal strat. Okay. Because I've definitely seen runs on various tracks where the top time is obviously not the optimal strat. Because people haven't really run this game that hard. Not a lot of competition. So people put a good time up, and it doesn't really get challenged. So it doesn't get pushed. So just because somebody has a world record doesn't mean it's actually the best way to do it. So that's why we spend so much time figuring things out. If there is a better way to do it, we'll find it. If there isn't, well, we'll figure that out as well. So he goes inside here. Cuts really inside here. I think he had inside on this as well. Oh no. Okay. I hate the switchbacks, bro. They're right at the end of the lap, and they're the hardest part of the lap, other than the start of the lap. The start of the lap and the end of the lap. Hardest parts. Actually, no, there's 3 hard parts to this lap. That chicane is really hard, too. Okay, I need to be inside. Remember, it's inside. Inside here. Easy turning, easy turning. It's down, inside, inside, inside. Oh, that's so hard to be inside for that chicane. You need analog for that. Without analog, that is very tricky. I missed the pad. I think I got it. Feels like I did. Damn. It's hard to judge. I mean, to be fair, I kind of worked like multiple days of drilling on Altima to get that world record. So expecting to get this one in one session, unrealistic. But at the same time, I feel like I got really close to like optimal lines. And to be so far off pace is just really puzzling. .43.3. Yeah. Still missing half a second there. I wonder where it's at. good. We got 44.4. Actually? No, that's a second off, isn't it? I think it's a second off. I missed that double pad, so this is going to be a really bad lap. I'm going to boost here, so I get the full use out of the boost. I think that's better than what he does. He does his boost at the end of the lap for consistency. But since you're ending the race before the boost is pretty much worn off, you're not getting all of the boost out of the boost. So I don't think his last boost is optimal. Even if his first two are, I don't think the last one is. So we got a 2:12.08. That is a new PB. Does that put us anywhere on the board? No, it still puts us fourth. Fourth out of 5. No. Like I said, not very much competition here. Did I improve any laps? 43.3 and a 44.4. 43. Oh yes, I did. Okay, 43.3. 44. That is a 3:21.1. Wait, what? 132.1. Okay, numbers. 132.1. Really? That's it? That's all I saved? Alright. Well, whatever. 132.1. That makes it a 12.1. Yeah. And those are my times on the left. I'm losing 1 second per lap, basically. Not quite. Not quite. But still, that's a lot. Well, we're gonna have to figure out where that is. I'm gonna be reviewing, basically, since I streamed this. I can put my lap right next to his lap and look at them and see where they're faster. That's what we're gonna have to do. Because I was able to suss it out for Altima myself. I didn't have to look at the record. I mean, I did look at the record and I was like, yeah, this is not optimal. I can do better than this, and I did better than that. But this one, oh, this one's getting me. Tricky lap, tricky track. I didn't think this would be so difficult. Very puzzling. But that is for another time. I need to get the Froggy away as a away screen, as an end screen, I think. So we're gonna Froggy away. All right, see you guys. Hey, thanks for sticking around to Filer. Meow and well, whichever you prefer these days. I don't know which you prefer. Wipeout, if you're still out there, thanks for hanging around. Do you have any nobody? No, we don't really have anybody watching to raid with, so it's just you two. So meow and well. Have I ever told you that kind of makes me think of like Mr. Game & Watch? Like you're meow and well, Game & Watch, meow and well. Always makes me think of that for some reason. I'm meow and I'm well, meow and well. I know you made it like to the like meow, but it's just, I always think meow and well. It's like you're always doing well. So I hope you continue to be well. Again, thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciated your company. Toodles!